original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This is gonna be the best day ever. You got me looking so fresh. I can't get no better. Baby, I'm a T-Rex, ready to rumble, ready to flex. I'm the king of the jungle. Gonna be the best.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Getting that perfect slice is satisfying, fulfilling, and rewarding too. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Slice to order makes a sub above.
BNC has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
Well, God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. One of our favorite parts of Friday Night Lights. Saluting our great country, the United States of America. One more commercial break here on the Shields pregame show, and when we come back, we're going to dive further into this matchup here tonight. Centuries in Minot to take on the number 5 ranked team in all of the land, the Magi from Minot Heights. North Dakota high school football right here on the PSP Network.
We'd like to thank a few of our Minot High football boosters.
BNC has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by whether you're looking for a full
At the defensive line, number 51, DJ Jones.
Well, Eric Schaefer's got the official introductions tonight, backed by the Minot High Band. They're doing their part here tonight as well to set the tempo at Dwayne Carlson Stadium for what should be a ball game and a half tonight between Century, who looks to get in the win column for the first time of the year, and the Magi, who are riding high right now, ranked number 5 in the state of North Dakota AA football. Nick Holberg alongside of the former Gatorade Player of the Year, Mr. Phil Shurik. Phil, great to see you. How are things? Are you ready for some high school football here tonight?
Yeah, we're doing good. And I like it. There's a ton of people here. Everybody's pretty excited after that big win down in Mandan. Should be a good one tonight.
Isn't it interesting how after the Magi find themselves on the winning side of things, and all of a sudden the media's got them ranked in the state of North Dakota, the buzz that gathers around that, isn't that just an amazing thing in high school sports, really?
Yeah, it's contagious. Like, everybody gets excited. The players are excited around school. Everybody's excited for them and wants to jump on board and kind of ride the wave with them. So it's fun watching that happen.
Let's get into the heads of Century just for a minute. This is a program that over the last 10 years has had dominance inside of North Dakota high school football. You go back to what the Patriots have done over time, and their winning percentage, 9-2 last year, 10-0, 12-0, 10-2, 9-2, 10-2, 10-2. You got to go all the way back to 2014 where they had a .444 winning percentage. After that and up until last year, they have been the juggernaut inside of the West region. How big is tonight for the Century Patriots?
Man, you look at records, and if that was the only thing you looked at, I think you'd be pretty well deceived. Like, I think this is a really good team. They've just played 3 really good opponents so far too. 0-3, and they're definitely going to be hungry tonight. So look for a lot of new things out of them, and just something to get some momentum going and get in the W column.
Let's put a cap on our Shields pregame show tonight. Clothing, gear, footwear, every sporting good, every passion that you have, Shields can take care of it. Shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing, and more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. They brought you the pregame show here tonight. Century's going to kick off to Minot High to start the ball game here this evening. The Patriots are in white. The Magi are in maroon. Tonight's opening kickoff delivered by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7. Saturdays, 8:30 to 3. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. Jangula on to punt, or on to kick this one off to start things off here tonight at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Minot High in their maroons, back to receive, and we are officially underway for high school football. It's week number 4, and the Magi are going to take that one back in their end zone. And the fair catch called back there, so Minot High will start the ball game with the football at the 20-yard line with a first down and 10. Minot High back in the rankings for the first time in quite a while, Phil. And Minot High was a juggernaut for many years as well inside of West Region football. They've fallen off the table a bit as of late. How big is it for a program to have that ranking on their back? I know we talk about in the pregame show how it has brought the community maybe out a little bit more, but just for the psychology of the team and those players, is that a big deal as a player at this point in the season?
You know, I think so. Like, it's not a huge end-all, be-all, but these guys that have struggled through the last couple of years, I think it's, you know, they've got to feel some accomplishment there. That's tough to do.
Big win over Mandan last week. They were ranked. Handoff comes over to the right hash, and the big man there in a quick hurry for the Century Patriots. Look out, you don't want to be in the way of Jacob Burkhart, 285 pounds, and Burkhart has the stuff on the Magi, and Ruziska, I believe, was the one that carried the football. First down and 10 for Minot High to start. They lose 2 yards on the first play of the ball game. And it brings up a second down and 12. Sparrows back to pass, fires it across over to the near side, went into the hands of Conklin. And then out, it's an incomplete pass, and it brings up a third down here for the Magi.
Yeah, the last week I was really impressed with the linemen, how they played against Mandan, how they kind of, to me it looked like they did a good job controlling the line of scrimmage. And, you know, that first play got stuffed, but Jaden had a lot of time there, delivered a nice ball, and that's one that, you know, they'll make a connection with down the line here.
2 on the right side, 2 on the left for the Magi, who work on third down and long. Sparrow's got a lot of pressure in the pocket. He's swarmed and gobbled up in a quick hurry. A group sack coming there, and give the credit to the big man up front. That was Edlund, the 6'5", 255-pound senior left tackle, got in a hurry, and Edlund buries Sparrow into the dirt, and Minot High is going to be forced to punt. Don't make it a left tackle, make it a right end. He'll play left tackle on the offensive side of the ball. Give the credit where the credit's due to the kid that was big there. Century looks hungry tonight, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Like I said, like the start that they're not accustomed to starting 3-0, and I'm sure they had a good week of practice, but one that was they were getting after it.
Short punt for Minot High. It got into the legs of one of the Minot High defenders, and that football is going to be marked in Minot High territory. Ball's going to be sitting at the 33-yard line, and the Patriots go to work on the offensive side of the ball for the first time here tonight. They go under center from Ryan Barth, the 6'2", 210-pound senior. He's going to pitch this one back, goes to Arndt. He breaks free over on the right side. Arndt then is gobbled up over by Conklin, and Conklin made the stop as getting to the edge over there was Arndt on a nice play, and a big gain on the first play of the ball game on the offensive side for the Century Patriots.
Yeah, well, hopefully Minot will be able to make some adjustments and not let them get outside like that, contain the outside.
Up to the line of scrimmage again, we go with Barth. Second down and 4. Handoff up the middle. They go with Arndt again, and he's going to be gobbled up in a hurry. And Minot High's defensive line is there with the stop. Looked like Dylan Huber was the first one in on the tackle for the Maroon and Gold. As Phil mentioned, great crowd on hand here tonight for the showdown inside of West Region North Dakota High School football. Nobody on the BNC National Bank and Trust scoreboard yet. 0-0 ball game here with 9:39 ticking away in quarter number 1. Barth under center again. 2 on the left side this time, 1 on the right from the right hash with 2 in the backfield. Minot High thought to show blitz in a quick hurry. They didn't. They let off on it. They hand it off again. Not going anywhere that time. Preston Zimmerman, the fullback, went up the middle, and he was stuffed on the doorstep.
Preston Zimmerman on the carry. Tackle made by Max Cunningham.
Cunningham's going to get credit with the tackle. Multi-sport athlete for the Magi. We talk about him on the football field and on the wrestling mat as well. Cunningham doing his job here tonight on the defensive side. Brings up a 4th down in a situation here with a 4th and 3. And Century's going to go for it as they're in 4-down territory.
Yeah, a little deep kick for these guys so far here.
Barth under center, hands it off, though he fakes it, rolls out to his left, and has the play where he gets it up over the 20, all the way into 1st down territory. The ball was connected there into the hands of number 9, Gavin Lill, and Gavin Lill moves the chains for the Patriots.
Yeah, very good play. I'm not sure if Lill knew, maybe he knew exactly where he needed to get to, but they didn't get it by too much there.
Double header tonight, by the way, on the PSP network. You've got Minot High at Century here. You also have Fargo North at St. Mary's. That game down at Bismarck at St. Mary's. Fargo North leading 7-0 right now early in that ball game. Here's Barth, tosses it back. Art's going to break free over to the right side, gets around Conklin, then he's over the 15-yard line, down inside the 15. Nice gain there, and it brings up a 2nd down situation.
Yeah, good job. You know, Logan got out there, Conklin got out there, just didn't quite make the tackle, but at least he slowed him up enough, and see what happened on this flag here.
There's a flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Block in the back. Defense. 10-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
A block in the back.
I missed what it was, Phil. I do apologize.
Oh, okay. It was on offense. Okay. Block in the back on offense. I was going to say, I didn't. They got it.
Mike Anderson with the white hat on here tonight. He's been around for quite a while in the referee game. Sure appreciate those gentlemen and ladies that take their time out of their busy schedules to be officials for these high school sports. Shortages across the country. People have lost their minds in a sense.
Yeah.
It seems.
Very much so.
It's going to be a timeout on the field. Century's going to call their first timeout here of the ball game. Scoreless on the BNC Bank scoreboard. We've got ourselves a West Region showdown here tonight. Century pressuring early in this one. It's North Dakota High School football on the PSP network.
Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers Warehouse Company knows how to safely move your family to their new residence by paying close attention to every detail. The folks at Jobbers Warehouse Company engage in an ongoing communication throughout the process to help the big picture in sight and make sure that no element is left unnoticed. Visit jobberswarehouse.com and let Jobbers Moving and Storage and Allied Van Lines make your move a smooth one. Head to jobberswarehouse.com today. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers is your choice.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Back to action as Barth is going to fall back to pass, throws it over to the left side with the lane and all the way up to the pylon. Did he get in? They're going to make the call right at the goal line as trying to scamper his way into the end zone for the touchdown was Tate Erickson. And they're going to say he's just short right inside the 2-yard line. Brown made the stop for the Magi. But here come the Patriots. They're knocking at the door right now. And Minot High trying to see if they can put up a defensive stop. Century trying to see if they can get the first touchdown of week number 4 here in the Magic City. Barth under center, 2 in the backfield, 1 over on the right side. Hands it off. Art's going to break free up the middle, and Century is on the board for the first time here tonight as the hole was found, and right up the middle goes Peyton Art, the senior tailback, and it's 6-0 Patriots.
Yeah, not exactly the start that that Minot was looking for there, but you know, like we said, you got to think Century was going to come ready to play, and they sure did.
Point after attempt is going to be blocked. And getting the hands in the way there for the Magi, number 44 for the Magicians comes up and makes the stop. Sorry, it was Zach Brown, actually, number 7 that got the hands in the way. And the score will sit at 6-0. Century, however, strikes for first blood here tonight in this West Region showdown. Minot High gets the ball back when we return to Dwayne Carlson Stadium.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Minot High fans come to volume as we come back to Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Century takes a 6-0 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, courtesy of a run from Art from 2 yards out to give the Patriots a 6-0 lead. Nick Holberg and Phil Shirk on the call from the Magic City. Football's back into the end zone again, and the Magi will start from the 20-yard line with their second offensive possession of the ball game early on here in the contest with 7:06 remaining in our first quarter of football. Roger Ward Moving and Storage brings you the ball game tonight. They've been proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online, RogerWardMovingAndStorage.com. Schedule a move or find a quote. It's Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Ball game also brought to you tonight by Northern Plains Heating and Air. 25 years of experience in the capital city. They're your heating and air experts. Find them online, northernplains.com. Fake the handoff. It's going to be fired over to the outside. There's a big loss coming here for the Magi as that one was into the hands of the recipient on the receiving side of things. But there to make the stop, Gavin Lill comes up big and shuts the door in a quick hurry on the Magi's Fernandez.
Yeah, I like the play call. I like just getting the ball out of there, especially after being hurried and sacked. Just, if he holds the block on the corner a little bit longer, just at least give him a chance to dance a little bit and then make some go get some yards.
3 wideouts on the right side, 1 on the left. Sparrow's back to pass, rolls out of the pocket, over to the right side, throws it across. It's a completed pass, and into the hands it goes of Hunter Horner. And the senior flanker picks up the football and a first down for the Magi.
Very nice pass right there. Very good touch by Jaden. He just floated it right over that outside backer, just over his hands, but very good touch.
First down at 10. Sparrow back to pass, fires it across. He's got Conklin. Conklin gains some yards, and then he's going to be put to the ground on the defensive stop coming there from Bridge Olson, the cornerback. And it brings up a second down at 4. Conklin really emerging here in his junior year as one of the top targets in the West region. Player with some size. He's good on the basketball floor, but he's good on the football field as well. Those multi-sport athletes, something that we've talked about plenty of times, Phil, certainly doesn't hurt to be good at multiple activities. Here's a handout, breaking free all the way over to the 40-yard line, down to the 30. How about the 35, 20, 25, all the way down to the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown. The run is there for Tyson Ruziska. Takes it to the house for the Magi. What a run that was. Right through the Serve Pro red zone of the Magi, tie it at 6 as Ruziska takes it to the house.
Very good job there by the lineman. Opened up that, I don't know if they call it a trap but very good job. And Tyson, he's pretty fast. He's faster than the other guys.
Faster than I could be, without a doubt. That was certainly a quick move from Ruziska. Way back in his own territory. His own 44, if I'm not mistaken. Point after is going to be no good for the Magi. Well, Tyson Ruziska returns the favor for the Magicians here with 5:27 remaining in the first quarter. It's 6-6 as Ruziska takes that one long to the house. And we've got ourselves a tied ball game on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Century gets the ball back. When we return, we've got ourselves a bit of a dogfight here tonight in the Magic City.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
BNC has been here for over 25 years.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kick.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Well, we do apologize for our technical difficulties here tonight. Got some new technology here on the PSP Network we're working through. We do appreciate your patience here tonight. Nevertheless, a good ball game and a 61-yard run for Tyson Ruziska, taking it to the house for the Magi to tie this ball game at 6s. Both teams with scores here in the first quarter aren't for Century. Ran it in from 2.5 out. Ruziska from 61 yards away from the house. Both point afters were no good. And we've got ourselves a tie ball game here in the first half of football. Nick Holberg and Phil Schurig on the call here tonight. When you get a run like that, how much does it energize the sideline?
Oh, man, everybody gets excited like that, about that. 61 yards. Everybody's pretty fired up. Yeah, except maybe the guys that are still sucking wind from being on defense. But, yeah, that definitely gets everybody going.
Handoff went up the middle. And nowhere to go on the lane. Coming there for the Century Patriots is a head forward. Witt.
Jones with the tackle. Brings up second down.
My apologies. Tate Erickson, I do apologize. 4:47 to play here in the first quarter of football. 6-6 the score, 2 in the backfield, 1 on each side. Barth falls back to pass across the middle. He's going to be tattooed by Conklin as the pass came across. Intended there for number 88 into the hands, and out it went to Kyan Sorensen.
Yeah, good job there by Alex King to not necessarily over pursue and let that quarterback step up. Barth, that was a pretty tough throw that just got bobbled a little bit, and that allowed Conklin to knock it out of his hands.
It's going to bring up a third down situation here. Third down at 11. Play clock down to 9 here for Barth and company. Center of the football field, they line up, and it's Barth that's back to pass. Fires across the middle, nobody home. And it's a 4th down for Century. They're going to be forced to boot this one away. Angie Spicer in the house tonight, Minot High Hall of Famer. Great to see Angie as always. She does a fantastic job with the Minot High cheerleaders and has for so many years. Great to see her. I was hoping we could get a word with her here real quick, but she had other business to attend to, it looked like. Patriots back to punt this one off. Ryan Brynjolfsson back to boot it away from his own 20-yard line. High kick, it's going to drop down at the 45, call it 46-yard line. And Minot High is going to have some good field position to start here with a first down and 10 in a tied ball game.
They will. Hopefully they can at least keep marching the ball downfield like they were able to there, and maybe even break a big play.
Chauncey Hendershot, the head coach of the Magi, gives the instructions to the Maroon and Gold as they come back on the offensive side of things. Chauncey in his 3rd year as the head coach of the Maroon and Gold. Taking over for Barry Holman, who had a great career for Minot High as the head coach. One wideout on the left, two wideouts on the right from the left hash. Handoff taken here and forward only for a minute and then stopped for the Magicians. In a quick hurry was Talon Junt.
Joel Edmonds with the tackle. Brings up second down.
Not quite the opening there for Junt as there was for Rosiska, and it's kind of hard to fault him too much for not running downhill all that with all those guys standing there, but it looked like he was trying to bounce it out maybe a little prematurely, but he's a kid too that has always had pretty good speed, so between him and Rosiska back there, they could kind of always on the lookout for a big play.
One thing this year for Minot High, and nothing against anybody in the years past, it's that one's out to Conklin. He's wrapped up. Seems like the Magi just have a few more weapons here in 2022 than they have maybe in the past, or maybe the chemistry between the weapons is the real storyline.
Yeah, I think, it seems like there's always one or two guys that are, the all-state caliber running backs. I think, last year when Hunter got hurt so early on in the year, like that was really a big one because, some of these guys were just a year away from kind of being the guy, and Hunter everybody was expecting such a big year from him, but
how about this play? Judd's
nice
got it here
call.
off of the
yep.
little one-hitter over the top, and Judd's going to take it all the way past the first down marker. There is a flag on the play.
Uh-oh. Whoops. Looks like that one will be coming back.
Mike Anderson will have the call. And here is that call.
Offense, 10-yard penalty. Still third down.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, and that's going to bring Minot High all the way back to the 42-yard line, their own 42-yard line after Junt had a great play off the screen, getting all the way up to the Century 40-yard line before he was wrangled out of bounds, but the flag on the play brings the Magi back for a third down and a long distance here. Three wideouts on the right. Conklin's by himself on the left. Sparrow rolls out of the pocket. He's got pressure. Sparrow fires downfield, tries to get to the sideline. Did he get it? Where's the call on the play? They're going to say incomplete pass on the attempt that came to Hunter Horner.
Pretty good pass right there to sneak it in there. You couldn't really tell which way it would go with all the guys standing right there in front, but looked pretty close.
Fourth down now for the Magi. They're going to be forced to punt this one away. Back to retrieve for the Patriots. Bryn Jolfson is back. Pettis is back to punt for the Magi. Offense will come back out here for the Patriots. There's a good punt from the Minot High punter. Takes a Century bounce, however, at the 30 and hops back over that 30-yard line. And Century comes back out with 2 minutes, 38 seconds left here in quarter number one. It's 6-6 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Well, it finally feels like football season, Phil. Chilly day today. I've got shorts on here tonight. I don't know what I was thinking.
No, it's definitely the, I guess, what is fall officially end here the next couple of days. I can definitely tell it's getting there. It's football weather again.
Fun time of the year. Century back to work. Barth keeps it on the option play. Then he's going to be wrangled up and pushed back across the original line of scrimmage, and Barth couldn't go anywhere on that one.
Very good job by the interior of that Magician line again there to just really stop it before he could get anything much going. He kind of just turned around and saw a whole bunch of maroon jerseys.
Second down and 10. Wide out over on the right side. One on the left as well. Two in the backfield. Barth under center. Fakes the handoff. Passes over to the right side. Pass is complete and then wrapped up in a hurry on the coverage from Brown over on the far sidelines, but it was completed in time into the hands there of Tate Erickson.
Pass complete to Ware. Tackled by Zach Brown. Brings up third down.
big stop right here if they can hold them. Just doesn't allow them to switch field positions with them and kind of hopefully maintain their momentum after that big run. Nice.
Handoff is there and nowhere to go. Fourth down comes up. The Magi defense has the stop as the Patriots are forced to punt.
Very good job. Those two interior linemen there, Jones and words are hard right now, but they are really getting after. They're just flying around making plays. It's doing a great job.
Brynjolfsson to punt this one away. A spiraling kick all the way back to the 15-yard line. Magi go to work from here, and the run on the return from Burke. He doesn't go far as the stop was made. And a nice play coming there from Vignes, and Vignes shut him down back inside of Minot High territory. First down and 10 now for the Magi as they go back to work. Tonight's Brawl game brought to you in part by our friends at Jersey Mike Subs. Don't forget to vote for this week's Jersey Mike Subs Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Planet Pizza also brings you the ball game tonight. If you're in the Magic City, perfect time to order Planet Pizza. 701-852-1700. Proudly serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Planet Pizza. Try the Blue Buffalo Pizza. You won't be disappointed. Ruziska, who has a 61-yard run for a touchdown tonight, didn't get far on that one, gains a yard, and it brings up a second down and 9 to go. By the way, Hub International Insurance brings you the ball game tonight as well. Hub International Insurance for all your personal and business insurance needs. Hub is the leading North American insurance brokerage. You can contact Josh Cattell at Hub International Insurance for your personal and business insurance needs at 355-3100. There's a run for the Magi all the way, almost up to the first down markers. Ruziska was tackled there. It brings up a third down and 2 to go now here for Minot High.
It's a good job of running downhill by him. There's not, the line did a good job. They opened up a small hole, but Tyson really hit that hard and was able to almost break it. Oh.
Flag on the play. It's going to be on the Magi. They're going to be plagued by penalties here in this first quarter of football. They're going to march all the way back to the 28.5-yard line. As time wears down in this first quarter, that's where we'll stand as we'll have the horn sound here, and we'll go to the second with ourselves tied at 6-6 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's North Dakota High School football here on the PSP Network. We got ourselves a ball game tonight here in the Magic City, 6-6 with Century and Minot High.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Back to action on the PSP Network as the ball is handed off here for the Magi. And a first down will be gained here for the Magicians. First down and 10 for a Minot High zone 35-yard line. 11:52 to tick away here in the first half of football. First down and 10 for the Maroon and Gold, who just climbed up into the top 5 in North Dakota, according to the media for AA football. It drew a crowd tonight here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Handoff went to Rosiska, gobbled up in a hurry, and Rosiska goes down hard after the stop was made from Nayam.
Yeah, that time Century looks like they made a little bit of an adjustment there, and hopefully Minot, if they're making an adjustment to get there, hopefully Minot will be able to get the guys going to where that one's coming from and use it.
Got to make a correction on the call there. That tackle was actually made by Parlay, 69 instead of 64. Handoff again. There's Parlay again, and Parlay, the big man, puts that run to a stop. One thing about Century, they've got some size on the lines on the offensive and defensive side. Joel Edlund on the defensive side, the right end, 255, 6'5". Radin's 6 foot tall, 205. Parlay's 230 and 5'9". And then Jake Burkhardt, 285 and 6'2". On the keeper with pressure. Taken by Sparrow. First down gathered by the Magi as that one thrown over to the far sidelines. It's complete to Ty Kitchen, and Kitchen picks up the first down for the Magi.
Nice job of the line there. They gave Jaden got plenty of time there to look around a little bit. And then he, at first I thought he was going to take off and run with it, but then saw Kinchin downfield and did a good job, delivered a nice football for the first down.
First down and 10 for the Magi. Here's Sparrow again. Rolls out over towards his left. Fires downfield, deep downfield. He's got Conklin. He got him at the 20, 15, 10. Conklin's inside the red zone. And the Magi connect with Sparrow and Conklin, one of the top duos in the West region. And the Magi are deep inside of the Serve Pro red zone. Excellent play coming there from the Minot High quarterback and wide receiver. Conklin lands him in the Serve Pro red zone. 24/7 emergency service. Trained technicians, advanced technology for fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro bringing you the red zone here tonight. And Minot High looking to take their first lead of the ball game. Century struck first. Minot High struck second. Handoff comes here and with a downhill run ahead forward for the Magi. The nice carry there for the Magicians is Broderick. And Broderick is ahead forward, and it's a second down and goal.
Just a strong runner, runs fairly low, just doesn't, just ran through 3 arm tackles right there. He's a guy that you're going to have to square up, and he has pretty good, mobility there, moving side to side a little bit, shaking guys off. So quite a bit of, a little change from those little speedsters in the back.
When you got the brick house coming at you, or the fridge, if you will, a little bit different than one of those quick bullet bumblebees. Minot High is going to have a timeout called on the field. Chauncey Hendershot wants to talk things over as the Magi lick their chops here. An opportunity to put it into the end zone and take a 12-6 lead on a second down and goal situation.
PNC has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
Big thanks again to BNC National Bank, bringing you the ball game here tonight. Minot High hands it off, trying to break free. Broderick over to the near side. There's a flag on the play. Sorry, that was Kinchin, rather. And we'll see where the flag falls here as the judge in the back had the flag that came out.
Yeah, I think it's going to be face masking, it looked like. It's half the distance to the goal here. And Kinchin just with a little, kind of looked like he was going to get stuffed there, used a little stutter step, and he's another kid, too, where he's fairly explosive. Like, he got up to left the other guys behind. That the defender just stopped moving his feet just enough, and Kinchin got going a little faster than he did.
The Magi from the Serve Pro red zone. Deep inside. Ball is marked inside the 3-yard line. Quarterback keeper. Sparrow's going to tuck it in, and the Magi take the first lead for the Maroon and Gold here tonight as they make it 12-6 as Sparrow's in from a 1.5 yards out. Will Minot High elect to go for 2, or will they try to kick this one in? First one of the night was blocked for them.
I would imagine that, yeah, and it looks like they'll go for 2, try and get back to, I guess, your regular, what we think of as football scores. And
Magicians to go for the 2-point conversion.
Kinchin and Conklin, wideouts on the left and the right. Broderick in the backfield. Sparrow from the shotgun. A high snap comes back to Sparrow. Look out, he's going to be tackled as he had to jump up and catch that football in a quick hurry right on top of him. It was Ersland that got after him and put him into the ground. And we remain at 12-6 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot High with Sparrow and Ruziska into the end zone. Art scored first for Century tonight, but it's back-to-back for the Magi. And we've got ourselves a ball game right now that sits at 12-6. Minot High.
Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers Warehouse Company knows how to safely move your family to their new residence by paying close attention to every detail. The folks at Jobbers Warehouse Company engage in an ongoing communication throughout the process to help the big picture in sight and make sure that no element is left unnoticed. Visit jobberswarehouse.com and let Jobbers Moving and Storage and Allied Van Lines make your move a smooth one. Head to jobberswarehouse.com today. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers is your choice.
Well, the ball game here tonight in Minot with the Magi leading Century 12-6. A good one down in Bismarck tonight as well at Schmeeker Field. Fargo North at St. Mary's tied up at 14s with 10:18 left in the first half of football down there. Kickoff's going to come deep into Century territory. Brynge Jolson's got it. He's at the 20, makes a cut, and then a stutter step up to the 25. Swarm there, and a return that gains 5 extra yards here for the Century Patriots, who come back to the offense with a first down and 10.
Brynge Jolson on the return.
Century on the season played West Fargo. They lost 7-6. That's a good Packer football team. Then they lost 30-13 to the Mandan Braves, and some people around the state had their eyes opened at that point, saying the team across the river may be for real here in 2022. And then West Fargo Cheyenne, the defending state champions, took on the Patriots and put it to them 41-14. Not out of it yet, however, on the season, but they need some major points here tonight in a win against Minot High if they want to turn the train around and get it back headed in the right direction up the tracks. There's a good run and a carry by Brynge Jolson. He's up ahead forward for a gain of 5, bringing up a second down. That was Bros, instead that had the carry. Minot High in the air. They beat Bismarck St. Mary's 28-0. Start their season at home. They went to Legacy and lost to Legacy 21-26. Winnable football game for the Magi. Legacy had the victory that night, and then it was a 35-26 win at Mandan last week for the Magicians to put them into the number 2 spot inside of the West Region standings right now. And on the third down, the Patriots run it forward almost up to the line of scrimmage. Well, we've got listeners and viewers from all over the place here tonight, including my favorite listener, Ike Holberg, listening tonight. Ike, hope you're doing good, buddy. Dad loves you. Listen to Mom. I'll be home after the ball game. Hope you watch the Magi for a little longer. You can take a break on the Baby Shark. Handoff ahead forward and up over the 40-yard line we go. The Patriots pick up a first down as that ball was carried ahead by Century, and they move the chains. It's amazing, man. I'm telling you, he's pushing 2 years old now, but he just loves that Baby Shark. We can't get enough of it.
Yeah, all the stuff that they get to watch these days.
I had a proud dad moment the other day, if we could just take a U-turn for a quick second. We watched monster trucks we got about 12 minutes of monster trucks on YouTube before Baby Shark had to come back on. Deep downfield, pass all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Oh.
There's going to be a flag on the play. Brown was there, so was Conklin. Call's going to be on Brown, and the Minot High faithful don't like that one.
First pass intended for Ware, falls incomplete.
Ware was the intended recipient, and it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
But a flag on the play.
That one's, everybody screams face guarding, which really isn't a rule. But that one was tough as Anthony just didn't quite get his head around to see, to pick up the ball. Kind of a tough one.
Brings up a first down at 10 here for the Patriots. Over midfield they go. The ball's marked at the 45-yard line. Down to 7 minutes and 7 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Barth. Rolls out. Connects there. He's up over the 35 down to the 30. And the pitch and catch was good. Connected there with Kyan Sorensen, the 6'2", 170-pound tight end. And the Patriots have done a nice job here tonight to moving the chains.
Yeah, they, nothing like necessarily – I don't want to say not explosive because they got good athletes too, but just like a typical Century team, they're going to try and control the line of scrimmage and, every once in a while go for a big play, but they'll take the 10, 12-yard pass every time.
Well, when you've got Ron Wingenbach as your head coach, you're going to be in good company. Here's a handoff up the middle, breaking free all the way inside the red zone. The run and the carry was good. And the Patriots moved the chains again. That time it was Twardowski that carries it down inside the Serve Pro red zone, and Century looking to retaliate on the 12-6 lead that Minot High gained to start our second quarter of football. Into the Serve Pro red zone we go here. Serve Pro again in the Magic City and in Bismarck. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology for fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. First down and 10. Ball's going to be handed off at the 15-yard line. And nowhere to run on that one as Minot High shuts the door in a quick hurry. The carry coming forward there from Peyton Arndt.
Good job again of those interior linemen by the Magi. I think they maybe didn't like that they were able to run that fullback trap on them, and good job by Jarius Jones there. I mean, look, kind of look at him out there. Just a bit smaller than the other guys on the line, but man, he's flying all over the place and he plays hard. Pretty good motor.
5'8", $180. There's some big boys next to him on that Minot High defensive line. Barth fakes the handoff, looks downfield, wide open up in the center, and right down to the goal line, make it into the end zone possibly. We'll wait for the call. The pass was complete. The play was made. Where do they mark it? As that one went to Kyan Sorensen, and Sorensen made a great play on the great vision coming from the quarterback, Barth. Ball's marked inside the 1-yard line. First down and goal here for the Patriots. Up to the line they go. The Pats look to push it in. That's what Barth will do. Or will Minot High put up the brick wall at the goal line? Still waiting for the call. And a defensive stop was there for the Magi.
Nice job.
Second goal.
See if the Magi can keep holding them here, and see if maybe after that stuff, if the Patriots maybe fake a dive and then just keep it.
Barth's going to have a lay this time, Phil, and into the end zone. The Patriots tie it at 12-12 as Barth is in for his first score of the night. .408 left here in the first half. Minot scored twice back-to-back. Century scored first here tonight. We've got ourselves a 12-12 ball game as the Patriots come on to kick the extra point. Blocked again by the Magi, and a huge stop there from the Maroon and Gold. And the score remains at 12-12 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Well, how do you like Friday Night Football from the Magic City? We've got ourselves a good one here as the Magicians and the Patriots are tied at 12.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
like our convenient online banking,
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Century scores to make it 12-12. We kick it off to the Magi, and it's Burke with the football on the carry back up over the on a high 30-yard line. And the Magi with some good field position to start here with 4 minutes and a second remaining in our first half of football. Again, Nick Holberg and Phil Shurik on the call here tonight on the PSP Network. Phil, great to have you back. Football season underway.
It's been fun. It like you said, like we knew Century was going to be, a pretty good team, pretty good matchup. Like even though they are 0-3, like they do not look like an 0-3 team.
Can anyone take down West Fargo Cheyenne? That's a question.
And last week Century played them. Was it tied or they were down 1 at half, and then Cheyenne just wore them out at that second half. Just completely wore them down.
You look at that Cheyenne team, and in all their sports, it just seems like college athletes across the board. They've got size and they've got skill as well over at West Fargo Cheyenne.
Yeah, they're just a lot of, pretty stuck together kids. Like we see that in baseball as well, where they, they're pretty stuck together. They think they all like the weight room a little bit, and they must get after it pretty hard.
Kitchen was the motion man. He gets the football wrapped up in a hurry, and Kitchen doesn't go anywhere as Jacob Burkhardt made the stop for the Patriots. 3:10 ticks away. 3rd down and 8 for the Magi. We're in our second quarter, approaching our Premier Chiropractic halftime report here tonight. Stick around for the postgame show tonight, brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. Shots Crossroads can be found tonight online, shotscrossroads.com. You can order online and pick it up for the postgame show or after the postgame show tonight. Sparrow falls back to pass, looks downfield, has an open receiver too far in front as that ball was tossed up, intended for Joseph Fernandez, the wide receiver, 5'11" senior, but Sparrow led him just a bit too far, and it brings up a 4th down, and the punting team comes on here for the Magi. Any part of this game right now for Century that you see that they're really capitalizing on here, Phil?
I think they have some really good spurts of controlling the line, and then Minot kind of battles back. That line battle has been pretty fun to watch, just how they're kind of going back and forth and making adjustments, and the players seem to be executing it well.
Punt's going to come all the way up to about the 36-yard line. And Century will take over with a 1st down and 10, but there is yellow laundry out on the football field.
Yeah, I think they caught him cheating and pushing the Minot guy in the back there, so have to push it back a couple yards.
Officials have the conversation. Conversation over to the Minot High sideline. And you're right, a block in the back is the call. Push it back 15 yards, and Century doesn't get the field position that they had to start, as that is negated all the way back to about the 26 or 27 yard line. And the Patriots will go to work with a first down and 10. They've been able to control the tempo on the offensive side of things here tonight for the most part. Patriots right now setting up with 2 wideouts on the right side, 1 on the left. The pitch comes back, and with the run all the way back up over the 30-yard line. And Peyton Art was the one that carried it ahead forward. He's been good here tonight for the Patriots. He's got a touchdown to his name, and he's up with a gain of just about 6 on the play, and it brings up a second down. And 5 will call it to go.
Yeah, it does seem like kind of, Century's not going to really change up their game plan. They're going to try and control the ball, which they have been doing. Minot's just been able to get a big play.
Art again running downhill, buries the shoulder down, gains about a yard of the play, but the stop is made from the Magi.
Good job out there making an adjustment. They must have seen something they like, but Tyson Rosiska came up there, flew up, and held that edge pretty good for him.
Well, you talk about the Minot High size on their defensive line. The one that comes to mind immediately, Caden Turnbow, 6'3", 220. He was the player of the game of the matchup a week ago for the Magi at Mandan. Beckendall, 6'4", 330. That's a big boy as well. Here's a carry forward. Well, we need the chain gang here for a measurement, or they're going to call it a first down, and it is a first down as Art picks up another one here for the Patriots as time ticks away here in our first half. DJ Jones, 180 pounds on the defensive line. King, 165. Turnbow at 220, and Beckendall at 330. The offensive side of things for the Magi, Nichols at 240. Wojcicki at 6'1", 245. Huber at 215. Turnbow again, and then Araven at 205. Incomplete pass on the play. Patriots aren't small either, though, Phil, when you look at them on the front line. Parlay at 5'9", 230. Burkhardt at 6'2", 285. Walls at 6', 205. And Edlund at 6'5", 255. The center is Walker, 6'1", 220 for him.
Yeah, there's some big boys over there on the opposite side of the field. And I know everybody has different pads and uni styles and stuff, but they look like they like the weight room quite a bit over there at Century. Wow, nice.
Barth somehow gets away from that play as he was under pressure, and the Magi were coming in hot. DJ Jones was all over Barth, and somehow he scrambles away from the quarterback's brain, Phil, a position that you played so well. What is that situation like, and what are you looking to do there if you're Barth?
Exactly what he did. Like, you're just, oh no, like, I got to make something happen here. There was still a little bit of a pocket around him. It was just collapsing. So it's one of those deals where you just try and fight the guys off like he did, and try and find somebody on your team so it's not going to be grounding, and throw it relatively close. So that was a good play. We talk about size. Like, Barth himself is 200 pounds. Like, saw how that benefited the quarterback there.
Minot brought a blitz, and Barth
did not like that one.
Had to get rid of it.
Looked like they set up a screen pass, which the guys are up front are supposed to let the guy first layer slide in. But when you get a backer screaming up like that, it really throws the timing off on the play.
Century forced to punt it away. Brynjolfsson back to boot it. Minot High's got Kinchin back to receive. Brynjolfsson hammers it down the field. I'm sorry, that's not Kinchin. It is Burke, and Burke's got it. He's up over the 40-yard line. Then he's spun out of bounds there. And Burke's got a return that's got Minot High hemmed in their own territory with under a half a minute to play here in this first half of football. And if you're Chauncey Hendershot, what play call do you like to go with here?
Well, if you're Chauncey Hendershot, it's one play call. If you're Jaden Sparrow, it's, hey, coach, let me see how far I can throw the ball here. But, tied at 12, you kind of maybe get a first down and you get to their side of the field. You might air one out, but I I can't imagine he'd get too crazy here. At least the first play. We'll see if they can get some positive yardage and come back with something.
Well, they send 4 wideouts out, and Sparrow's got it. He's on the keeper. He's ahead forward. Sparrow's going to get up almost to the first down marker. He's up towards the 50-yard line where the first down chain lies. And Minot High will use a timeout here. It will be a 2nd down and 1 for the Magicians. They call a timeout with 18 seconds remaining in our first half of football in a 12-12 ball game here tonight on the PSP Network. Don't go anywhere. Just getting good here in the Magic City.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Sparrow's back to pass. He's going to keep it here. Sparrow rolls out of the pocket. He's got company. Has to get rid of the football. Now he bombs it downfield. Has a man on the near sideline. Into the hands and out as the opportunity was there. Sparrow did a nice job getting it off to Fernandez. But it's an incomplete pass, and it brings up a 3rd down. Minot High will have another shot here.
Yeah, I like that play call after a 9-yard gain, and go ahead and take a shot at the end zone. Jaden did a pretty good job. He had a lot of time. Finally, somebody got free for the Patriots, and Jaden did a good job of seeing that. Nobody was really wide open, but did a good job of getting that at least close there.
Conklin's by himself on the right side, 2 over here on the left. Sparrow fakes the pass and then hands it off. It will be a 1st down with 2 seconds, now 1 left here in the first half. Is that how we'll close it out, or will Minot High take one more shot?
No, looks like they called a timeout. Looks like they're going to let Jaden show off his arm and see how far he'll get to throw it.
In this conversation right here with Chauncey Hendershot and the Maroon and Gold, how much emphasis is on if there is a pick here and the defensive stop? Is that a big focus of that conversation now?
No, I don't. I think everybody, what Century is telling their guys is if you're just telling them to bat the ball down.
Knock her down.
Yeah, just knock the ball down. If you are Minot, you're just going for the ball. Obviously, you have to be, aware of what's going on, and you might have to get back. But, I mean, at the 50-yard line, I'm sure the ball will make it to the end zone here, and they're telling them to bat the ball down, and Minot wants to. If you're not going to catch it, bat it up in the air and see what happens.
Sparrow goes way downfield, goes into the possession of the Pats, and that's how the half will end. 12-12 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, a ball game tonight that has been a good one in West Region play. We're tied after one half of football. Let's go to our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. We'll come back and break down first half of football here on the PSP Network with the Patriots and the Magi.
What's fun about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Great smiles come from Vibeto Orthodontics. Vibeto Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibetoOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibeto Orthodontics.
BNC has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers Warehouse Company knows how to safely move your family to their new residence by paying close attention to every detail. The folks at Jobbers Warehouse Company engage in an ongoing communication throughout the process to help the big picture in sight and make sure that no element is left unnoticed. Visit jobberswarehouse.com and let Jobbers Moving and Storage and Allied Van Lines make your move a smooth one. Head to jobberswarehouse.com today. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers is your choice.
Well, we've reached halftime here tonight with Century and Minot High at the beautiful Dwayne Carlson Stadium here in the Magic City, one of the sights of the West region. It is oh so familiar to so many people, that giant dam over the northwest corner of the football field. Nick Holberg and Phil Shurik here on the call. BNC National Bank scoreboard reads 14-14. 12-12 down in Bismarck. The scoreboard down there reads 14-14 with Fargo North and St. Mary's. Phil, your thoughts on the first half of football, a teeter-totter match between two West Region foes.
It is. It's been a good game. I feel like both coaching staffs have made some adjustments, and the players so far have executed those adjustments too. It's they've both been able to make some plays, and Minot had that, the 61-yarder by Ruziska, and everything else has been kind of, marching downfield a little bit.
Big run for the Magi. That was the highlight of the first half, without a doubt. Let's look at our game reset here tonight. This game reset brought to you by our friends at Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. We offer free consultations and financing options that make it easy to take your smile to the next level. Call 852-2646 or visit minotbraces.com today to get started with a free virtual consultation. It's Prestwich Orthodontics. Game reset looks like this. Century struck for first blood here tonight. 7:06 of the first quarter, 2-yard run from Arndt made it 6-0. Point after was blocked. Minot scored at 5:27 of the quarter from his own 39-yard line. 61 yards later, Ruziska put it into the end zone to make it 6-6. That point after was blocked. Into the second quarter we'd go. The Magi take the lead. This time it was Sparrow that caught up with Conklin. A bomb down the near sideline, and a big-time play there for the Magi. Put them in the red zone, and they didn't wait long to tack it into the end zone. A yard and a half out, and Sparrow kept it himself to make it 12-6. 2-point conversion, no good. And then it was Barth from a yard out for Century at the 4-minute mark of the first half remaining. And Century tied it at 12-12. Minot High made the stop on the point after attempt there. And at the half, it's 12-12 here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It was 6-6 at the end of the first quarter of play. We enter the third. Let's start with Century here on a breakdown, Phil, of what the Patriots need to do if they want to pick up win number 1 of the season here tonight in the second half of football.
I think the biggest thing is to limit those big plays. Like, you had Tyson's run, and then that long completion, 40-some yards down to from Sparrow down to Logan Conklin there, that set up the other scoring drive for him. So I think if, Century's been playing a pretty solid game. They seem like they've been controlling the ball. It's one stat I don't really keep track of, but I bet the time of possession has to be in Century's hands, and they just need to limit those big plays, and they'll be in a pretty good position here.
For Minot High on the other side, it seems like those big plays obviously are the name of the game, but Century's ran the ball so well here tonight to control that play clock like you mentioned. Besides that, for the Magi, anything else that they need to really work on or correct if they want to?
I don't know if necessarily correct, but just being able to, for just that one extra block during the series to get a first down, like long plays like that, breaking that long stuff is awesome, but it's kind of an added bonus. Like you always play for that as hard as you can, and you want to get those long plays, but you realize too at the same time that they're not always going to be there, so they got to sustain a drive and get 3 or 4 first downs on a drive and then punch it in and then go from there. I think that'll really build some momentum for the Magi if they want to continue to be successful.
12-12 at the break. We head to the third quarter and our second half of football on the PSP Network. When we come back, Century gets the ball as Minot High will kick it off to start things off for our second half of football. It's a West Region Showdown here on the PSP Network. Buckle up tight. Second half should be pretty good.
Remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance? If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Big thanks again to all those sponsors here on the PSP Network that bring you the broadcast here tonight. Big thank you to Andrew Woodbeck for helping us on the broadcast as well tonight. Woody running our camera here tonight on the PSP Network. He's got his lucky cowboy hat on. As do a bunch of the Magi faithful here tonight at Dwayne Carlson Stadium as the lights are out. Sun is officially set. There's some clouds in the sky tonight. Minot High cheerleaders are here in full force. Century brought a good crowd tonight as well. Always fun to see the traveling student sections and crowds inside of the West Region. And Century known for being a program that usually has a pretty good arriving crew. Barth versus Sparrow. Two quarterbacks that have gone toe-to-toe here tonight. I've been impressed on the season with the way Sparrow has controlled the tempo of the ball games and utilized the play clock to its full ability. He's got the ability to get out of the pocket when he needs to as well. Your thoughts on Sparrow, the quarterback for the Magi?
I think he's done well. Like they have him doing a lot of rollout passing, which isn't the easiest thing in the world, especially as a right-hander rolling to your left. For the most part, I think one thing he's really improved upon is his footwork from last year, where he'll set up. Sometimes he'll take that extra half second, set up and throw, and then take the hit, and that allows him to complete a few more of those plays to the left.
Off we go for the second half of football as that one tattooed deep into Century territory, and Art is going to carry it out. There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, we got a Century player pleading his case, so that more than likely it looks like it'll be against the white team out there.
Jackson Walls came over and immediately talked to Mike Anderson. It is going to be on the Patriots, and they're going to step it off. It's a holding penalty on Century, or is that a block in the back? It's a block in the back call.
That'll be first and 10 from the 14-yard line.
First and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Minot High's defense looking to come to work here to start the second half. Century's offense looking to grab the hard hats and lunch pails here to work from their own territory on a first down and 10. With a motion man, the handoff is there, carried forward. It comes for Gavin Lill. Breaks a tackle, cuts back here to the right side. He's up to the 20-yard line. Good run for Lill. Gains about 5 on the play and brings up a second down and 5.
Brady Larson with the tackle.
It's a familiar name to me from baseball. Pretty good athlete on the baseball field as well, and kind of given Minot fits a little bit there.
Trinity Sports Medicine's going to come out onto the field. as player down on the field. Hopefully he's all right. I believe that may be Lil that had the carry, and hopefully just a cramp here as Ron Wingenbach. You see him come out. He's in the white hat. Comes out to check on his running back. We were at Bismarck last night, at Bismarck Century, last night for Bismarck High and Century volleyball. Century had the sweep 3-0, but I tell you what, Phil, that was a rowdy environment with Bismarck Century and Bismarck High for high school volleyball last night. If you've never taken one of those events in, a Bismarck versus Bismarck school, it's something that should be on your bucket list of sporting events in North Dakota to attend. Well, Gavin Lil's up. He runs off. That's good to see.
Yep. Yeah, I appreciate those rivalries too, especially the kids they care, they have fun. Hopefully they're just having fun with it. Like, remember a few times going to some hockey games and the other teams would throw an animal on the ice.
Yeah.
But
that happened last year. Botno, by the way. Here's a pass and a first down. It's caught and connected. Ball's on the ground. There's a fumble on the play. Who's going to come up with it? And the arm points towards the Century goal. Minot High is going to get the football after the pass was completed for a first down. It was fumbled, and Minot High's got great field position here with a first down at 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Nice job of Minot there to be not only get the ball out, but to have a bunch of guys swarming around and be able to get the ball.
First down and 10 for the Magicians. If you're watching from abroad tonight and wondering what Phil's talking about the animal on the ice, there's a tradition inside of West Region high school hockey that opposing teams would throw a dead rabbit onto the ice surface, mocking the Magicians and their mascot, the Bunny Rabbit. As Minot High pulls a rabbit out of the hat as a magician. That kind of went away once we got into the
new age,
the 2010s era, the 10s, if you will. But we were at the Botno Lumber Dome last year for a high school hockey showdown, Minot High and Botno. It was a Wednesday afternoon because the Tuesday game, due to weather conditions, got postponed to Wednesday at 4 p.m., and we had our first bunny sighting in quite a while. These kids in Botno certainly know how to keep traditions alive.
Oh, yeah.
Sparrow rolls it out. Looks downfield. He'll just keep it. He'll run out of bounds. There's a late hit on the play, and Sparrow is going to be knocked out of bounds there after Jackson Walls gave him a shove at the end. And a flag on the play is going to give Minot High some good field position here.
Yeah, you got to, if you're a Century guy, you like your guys to be aggressive, but I know it's kind of tough, but at the same time, you got to kind of got to know when to pull up a little bit, but you got guys jumping around, hustling. It's kind of tough sometimes.
To me, it didn't look too aggressive or that bad. The ruling is just as soon as you see him get to that sideline, you got to pull the reins back.
It wasn't anything like he was trying to hurt him or anything like that. He just already had a step out of bounds. He kind of got to let up at that point. But yeah, it wasn't egregious or like he was trying to take his head off at least. So.
Ruziska the carry, Edlund on the stop. Minot High is in the Serve Pro red zone. Serve Pro brings you the red zone, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology for fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. Magi look to take the lead back. Sparrow hands off again. Ruziska went up the middle, and he met two white jerseys, maybe even three. And again, I believe it's the big man Edlund that's going to make the stop. He had some help from Mason Regal, and Regal's going to get credit with the tackle on the play.
Yeah, you got to give those Century linemen some credit too. There, they, they motioned the jet sweep, but they were definitely not fooled on that one, and everybody stayed home and stayed disciplined and did a pretty good job.
Third down, a goal for the Magi. Toss to the corner of the end zone, off to Conklin. Went into the hands and out. Conklin wanted a call on the play, and it's just incomplete. Brings up a fourth down here for Minot High.
Yeah, that's kind of, Conklin, I think, wanted there to be a flag, but I think, Conklin, Conklin was pushing off just as much there. You can't fault the kid. Like, I think Century guy just didn't quite know where the ball was, and Conklin did, and he was trying to fight to get there. He just wasn't able to rein it in.
2 wideouts on the left, 1 on the right, and Sparrow with the keeper has a gap, finds his way down inside the 5 on the 4th down play. And Minot High is going to turn the football over on downs as Sparrow was 2 yards shy of dancing into the end zone. And it will be a 1st down and 10 for Century deep inside their own territory as the Patriots may have just turned the momentum with a big-time stop in their own territory after their last possession resulted in a fumble.
Yeah, they must have seen something there a play or two before, and and instead of rolling out and getting Jaden some time and to find somebody or maybe run it in, they must saw something up the middle. But against the Century linemen and those linebackers have been flying around pretty well as well.
Barth from his own territory, handoff. Minot High's line is there. They make the stop. The rugby scrum ends in a whistle, and it brings up a 2nd down. They gain about a half a yard of the play. By the way, the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturdays, 8:30 to 3. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. Big thanks as well to Roger Ward Moving and Storage. They help the region with their moving and storage needs, and they've been doing that since 1942. Find them online, RogerWardMovingandStorage.com, to schedule a move or to find a quote. Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Barth back in his own end zone. There's Turnbull on top of him. Got the pitch off, and it comes all the way back out with a big gain of just about 25 yards. As into the hands it went of Zimmerman. Turnbull was right on top of Barth, and he got the football to Zimmerman, and Zimmerman brought it all the way out for a 1st down. How about the play from the Century quarterback?
Nice. Yeah, that's something where he just probably not exactly as he drew it out in his mind, but got the ball off, and you'll take that hit laying on the ground there watching your guy run for 20 yards.
Almost a 2-pointer and a safety, but Barth got the ball away. He's going to roll out to his right side, fires downfield, pass is caught, and another gain as Bryn Jolfson wrangles it in. And the Patriots now with Samojo moving on an 8-yard gain, and it brings up a 2nd down and 2 here for Century. Barth has the wheels in motion.
Nice adjustment by the wide receiver there. His ball wasn't the best one thrown of the night, but his wide receiver was able to come back and get it. That's one for you. If the little kids are out there watching, you don't sit and wait for that ball to get to you. You go get it.
Well, the Century quarterback looking to take things into his own hands here tonight at Dwight Carlson Stadium. He has on the last 2 plays. He's under center here with 2 on the left, 1 on the right. The wideout positions and 1 in the backfield, but there's a flag on the play coming from the judge in the back.
Delay of game.
Delay of game penalty on Century.
Will now be 2nd down and 7.
Well, those are the ones that Ron Wingenbach is certainly going to have as an emphasis of conversation, I'd have to assume, for the Patriots moving forward into week number 5 and probably into the rest of this ball game here tonight.
Yeah, those ones are always, kind of hard to swallow.
From the shotgun, Barth rolls out over to his left side, fires downfield into the hands, and then out it went. Gavin Leal got a fingertip on it, but incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
Just a half step there. Again, that's another thing, kind of rolling to the left as your right-handed quarterback. It's not the easiest play calls to make. Like Barth's definitely an athlete that can do that, but as a high school kid, sometimes you get that it floats a little bit too much on you there. Minot kind of got lucky.
From the right hash, Barth with 1 on the backfield, 2 on the left, 1 on the right, looks to pass, fires across the middle, it's complete. And a 1st down is there as Bryn Jolfson went up after it, wrangled it in. The stop was made for the Magi, but not after the damage was done. And a 1st down and 10 as the Patriots move the ball towards midfield. When you look at the season, Phil, and the teams inside the West region, Legacy right now 1-0 inside the conference. Their one win came against Minot High. They're 2-1 overall. They've scored 26 points on the year. A low number compared to everybody else. Minot leads the West region with points scored. They've got 84 points scored on the season compared to the 52 they've given up. Here's a handoff up the middle. At the bottom of the list, you've got Williston. They've only scored one touchdown on the year, Phil. 7 points for them. And Bismarck Century only with 13 points on the season compared to the 30 that they've given up. These numbers can't be correct because they did give up 41 last week to West Fargo. So forgive me, that's off the WDA website in our prep for the week. Those guys do a fantastic job, by the way, on keeping up to date with the stats from across the state of North Dakota. We thank them so much. Rolling out Barth. Turnbow's on top of him.
Nice.
Here's Turnbow, and Turnbow takes him down to the ground as Caden Turnbow turned the motor on, and Turnbow's got the sack and a big-time loss for the Patriots.
I mean, one thing you really got to give credit to Turnbow there is instead of flying upfield and trying to hit him as hard as he could, he put the brakes on, he broke down, and the move just didn't work on him. Barth tried to juke him a little bit, but Turnbow stayed in balance, kept his feet ready to roll. Did a great job there. That's something we try and teach those little kids, to drop your hips, set your shoulders, and be ready to fire instead of coming up off balanced.
Barth falls back to pass, fires it downfield, and that pass is going to be incomplete. And the turnover on downs.
Barth pass intended for Briggs Olsen falls incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Okay, here's 4th down.
Sanctioning in the punt for the Patriots. Burke, deep return for the Magicians.
My apologies. Did I get ahead of myself there?
Little bit, yeah. Kind of got me worried, but the
yeah, I apologize. Then I left the booth on you. Ball's going to be punted away. Here's Burke. He makes a move. Now another. He's up over the 50-yard line. And Burke was moving and grooving until he got wrangled in by Zimmerman. And a nice play from the Minot High returner.
Yeah, he's another kid that's a pretty good athlete. He's one of our baseball guys, too. And it's fun to watch him play baseball, and it's fun to watch him play football, too. He's pretty athletic.
The foot speed that he's got really is another level. A lot like his brother Chase, who went on to play college baseball. Chase was a 3-sport athlete at Minot High. Fun to see the next in line of those families and those names come through the programs.
It is, too. Sometimes those younger brothers think they got to one-up the older brothers, too. So we'll see what Kellen's able to accomplish.
Junt on the carry for the Magi. You had a younger brother by the name of Charlie. You both ended up playing baseball at Nebraska, and both had pretty good baseball careers and football careers. How much of that in-family rivalry was there in your household when it came to football? You were a quarterback. Charlie was more of a tight end, if I remember correctly. But was there a rivalry there at all, Phil?
I don't think necessarily. In football, no, I don't think so. I think he was a better basketball player than I was, and he liked to let me know that. But in football, I don't. There wasn't not necessarily a rivalry. I think there's a reason he didn't want to play quarterback. But as far as a rivalry, no.
Baseball, the game where you guys both really excelled, with both going to Nebraska to pitch. That's where the rivalry and the talking really came about?
I don't know. There's no real talking. Like, he was just, like, oh, I did this today. I know you did something like that, but I was able to do this. And luckily he didn't talk too much about, like, as his pro career went on and all this stuff he was able to accomplish. So,
another hit. Despero's going to make it over to the sideline. No flag on that play. I would have to assume that conversation would be one that I'd like to bring up sometime when I'm with you guys at the lake, you and your brother Charlie. Phil, you threw it 100. Charlie, you threw it about 100.5, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
I can see where
we weren't quite that high of velocity, but and it wasn't necessarily velocity, although I think although, well, I'm sure Charlie had me there too in the end, but as he went on to pitch for several more years and develop a little bit more. But I don't know, he'd point out things here or there where with like fewer pitches to strike guys out or like, stuff like that. So.
The stat line.
Well, yeah.
On the second down carry for the Magi. Not a big gain there. Brings up the first down carry. Brings up a second down. Second down and 8 here for the Magicians. Other games across the state tonight. Williston at Mandan. Legacy at Bismarck High. That could be a good one. And Fargo North at St. Mary's. An update from that matchup tonight. It was 14-14. It's now 17-14 North on top. Sparrow drives it downfield. Kinchin, corner of the end zone, couldn't grab it. Just a bit in front of him as Sparrow had some big-time pressure.
Yeah, I think that's one that when Jaden watches it, I think he's going to want that one back a little bit. I think, give him a little bit more air under the ball to run under it and try not to be so perfect. I think what he's trying to do there is just throw it between the receiver and the sideline, and as Kinchin released from the line, I think he just had to get, he was just that wide where, I think when he sees that on film, he's going to realize that he had a little bit more space, but hopefully he'll get another chance at something like that.
He had Reynda's breathing down his neck on that play. On the third down carry for the Magi, they gain about 1, and it's bringing up a fourth down situation here for the Magi. They're in Century territory. Got a 12-12 ball game if you're listening here tonight. 2:46 ticking away on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We're in the third quarter. Fourth down and a long 8 here for the Magicians, who have scored twice in the ball game, both coming in the first half. Century scored first and last in this ball game. One wide out on the right side, that's Conklin. 3 on the left. Sparrows back to pass. Looks downfield. Conklin is there. Conklin had it up and through the hands, but there's going to be a flag on the play. Minot High is going to catch a break here, as there's going to be pass interference coming on the cornerback here from Bismarck Century.
We got officials pointing both ways. What are we?
Well, Mike Anderson in the white hat's going to come over and have a conversation. He'll get the official clarification, and now Mike will come out to midfield here and let us know where the call lies.
Okay.
Defensive holding is the penalty.
Defensive holding on the Patriots. The 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul brings up a first down and 10 for the Magi as they catch a break. The ball's now marked at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, you never want to give up a penalty. Oh, look at him go.
Breaking free into the end zone. The Magi have scored as Ruziska's got his second one of the ball game. Ruziska into the end zone again, and Ruziska dances his way in for a 6-point lead.
I was just about to say, like right there, you never want to let the guy buy a Century, so that, that defensive holding, because that ball from Jaden looked pretty good to Conklin, and to save a touchdown, you'll do that. Who knows? Maybe they'll get a stop, but Ruziska was able to get free in the open, out in some green, and get to the end zone again there.
Minot High punches the points after through the uprights. We've got ourselves a 19-12 ball game as the Magi have a 7-point lead on the second touchdown with some major runs from Tyson Ruziska. And the Magi lead by 7.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
26-yard run for Tyson Ruziska. He had a 61-yard run back in the first quarter of football here tonight. And he's got the Magi up by 7 at 19-12 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. As the Magi kick that one into the end zone, Century starts at their own 20-yard line.
Good job there, Kellen Burke, showing off some more athleticism, being the kicker, getting it into the end zone. See how the Patriots bounce back here, see what they come with.
First down and 10. Again in their own territory. Barth looks to pass. Connects there. Barth's on the target again as that one comes out over the middle and over towards the right hash as it went into the hands of Hyatt Sorensen, 170-pound tight end, and another first down. Barth has been impressive here tonight with his abilities from inside and outside the pocket.
He has. Like, you know, there he's getting – it seems like he's been getting quite a bit of pressure, but still has been setting his feet on that one. He's still rolling out, made a good throw on the run, but he's done a pretty good job helping him move the ball.
Big thanks again to all those sponsors that bring you these matchups on the PSP Network, including Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online, northernplains.com. And if you're in the market to have an insurance quote, don't forget about Hub International Insurance, North America's leading insurance brokerage. Call them at 355-3100. Turnbow and company are there for the Magi to take down the opportunity. And the stop actually is going to come from the Magician's tarp. I'm sorry, 33 on the other side. Beckadall, thank you, Phil.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, that's another one where DeJarius Jones doesn't get credit for the stop right there, but he got out, he broke down, the guy made the ball carrier cut back, and Turnbow isn't going to let too many people go right there. So great job of both guys on the interior line.
Third down and a long 11 to go here for the Patriots. Barth from the shotgun. Oh, it's a bad snap, and right on top of him. Hello, tattooed there. Michael George came up big. As George had the motor on, Barth had nowhere to go except right into the turf here on the First Western Field at Dwayne Carlson Stadium, and that brings the Maroon and Gold fans to volume as a fourth down and a long 22 now here for the Patriots is going to force them to punt.
Yeah, that's a play where you kind of look up as a quarterback and, oh no.
Yeah, oh no is right.
Yep.
Good kick here, spiraling kick.
Nice.
Back to Burke again. Burke's going to cut back at the 45, and he's mauled there. Plenty of Patriots on top of him. One of them that's going to get the credit with the tackle and taking him down was Ole Taylor.
Very nice job right there. 4 or 5 guys got off of him there at the end. Very nice job of coverage there by the Patriots.
Big thanks to Prestwich Orthodontics bringing you the ball game tonight. They specialize in braces and Invisalign for all ages. We offer free consultations and financing options that make it easy to take your smile to the next level. Call 852-2646 or visit minotbraces.com to get started with a free virtual consultation today. It's Prestwich Orthodontics. Gain of about 2 on the play for the Magi brings up a 2nd and 8.
Another play there by that Burkhardt, and man, he's been pretty solid right up the middle there all game. Was that Walls with him there?
That brings us to the end of the third quarter.
Those that Burkhardt kid, he's been pretty good.
Well, we've reached the end of the third quarter, just about set for the fourth and final here tonight. 19-12 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. The Magi are on top.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This
Back to gameplay here as Rosiska had the carry again. Picks up a yard of the play, but it brings up a third down as the stop was made again.
Brings up third down.
Tyson's had a pretty good game so far. Like, I know, we talked about kind of the weapons that Minot has, and you can't get everybody the ball every single play, but Tyson's done a pretty good job of taking advantage of the carries that he has got.
Flag on the play. We'll wait for the call here from Mike Anderson.
Offside on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Play results. And Magi, first down.
Well, there you hear Eric Schaefer, the voice of the Magi, as Minot High gifted with another first down. And again, some of those penalties in the ballgame here tonight have been proven to be costly for both sides. Rosiska, stutter step, makes a move. Now another, he's going to break free. Rosiska cuts back again. Look at him go all the way up over the 25. And I thought Rosiska was dead in the water back at the 40-yard line and gained some big-time yards after the play up to the left hash, all the way up to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, very good job again. Again, you got to give credit to the lineman there and Beckadal, who just comes running off the field. But, Tyson, they gave Tyson the opportunity. He got through the line. They need a pretty good job of extending that play and breaking a few tackles there.
First down and 10 for the Magi. They approach the Serve Pro red zone. Broderick with the football. He's going to carry it ahead forward. Doesn't get much, if any. Might have lost some, actually. Brings up a second, but we'll call it 10.5. Don't forget to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms to stay up to date with all things of high school sports in Western North Dakota. Sure appreciate having all you folks on board here tonight for this matchup with Century and Minot High. Nick Holberg and Phil Shurik on the call. Stick around for our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. Brought to you also by Schatz Crossroads, home of the famous number 99. Handoff comes here, and Fernandez breaks free over on the near side. Not for long. He's gobbled up and taken down. If he could have gone around the corner there, he would have had a pretty nice run towards the end zone, but Jackson Walls wrapped him up. And a textbook tackle there for the Century defender, and it brings up a third down. And a long 8 to go here for the Magi.
Yeah, very good job of staying with that play over here. And, it's the jet sweep when they make plays like that. It kind of looks easy to defend against, but that's, they break a lot of long runs on those plays. So you got to stay disciplined on those.
Sparrow threw it ahead forward, and the feet got tangled up. There is a flag on the play. We'll wait and see where this call is coming here. It was Rosiska that was the intended recipient, but
yeah, I think Minot had a guy too far downfield.
Ron Wingenbach's going to come out and make the decision on to accept or decline the call. Ron Wingenbach, far left of your screen, up on the top. Legendary coach of high school football in North Dakota. By the way, Jordan Wilhelm, speaking of legendary coaches, Jordan Wilhelm, the head coach of Bismarck High basketball, has a podcast on the PSP Network. He had a nice sit-down with Mark Gibson the other day. Gibson, 25-plus years as the head coach of Bismarck High School You want to talk about a good listen, a coach to a coach, and the coach's brain, and just a great conversation on life and coaching. It's the Jordan Wilhelm podcast. You can find it on Spotify or on the podcast tab on the PSP network.
I will be checking that out. I have a lot of respect for Coach Gibson.
Downfield into the corner of the end zone, just incomplete to Sparrow, trying to thread the needle there to Fernandez. And Century takes the ball over on a 4th down opportunity for the Magi that they couldn't convert on. And the Patriots come to volume now with a 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, you got to give Century credit there. They made a stand and at a point in the game where they needed to make a stop. So we'll see if they can build off that and get a couple 1st downs here.
Can the Patriots move and groove? They need 7 points to tie. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion to take the lead here. Art's got it. He's going to bust free over on the right side. He's up over the 40-yard line, almost to the 45, before he's tackled there and brought down by Anthony Brown, the defensive back. Last line of defense in a sense there for the Magi as Arndt was off to the races and a 1st down's picked up by the Patriots.
Good job of the Century line of sealing off the outside guys and able to let Arndt turn that corner and get a really good gain. Admiring the view here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium in Minot. Art's got it again. Get outside. He likes the view as well, and he busts free over the edge on the outside over the 50-yard line. Art comes up, grabs the left knee on the bottom of your screen, number 22. Hopefully he's okay. See what we got a yellow thing on the field.
See where the call lies here. Arndt has been the workhorse tonight here for the Century Patriots. He and Barth certainly in the conversation here tonight for our players of the game. And it's going to be an offensive holding call on Century and Ron Wingenbach, I'm sure, at this point.
Yeah, that is one thing where the Minot High has a definite advantage over Century is the amount of penalties right now.
1st down. And some long yardage here, 18.
I must be rubbing off on you.
Barth downfield. He connects and threads the needle all the way inside the red zone over to the corner and out of bounds at the 12-yard line. How about that play coming as Barth bombed it downfield? There is a flag on the play, but how about Twardowski going up for the football in coverage from Brown? He reels it in, but the Patriots...
Oh, no.
Have more bad news coming here, I do believe.
Yeah. Yeah, what a catch by the receiver there, Chornowski. He was, very good coverage by Anthony Brown out there, but he just able to get up and get it. But I'm sorry, I even missed what that penalty was, but
illegal man downfield was the penalty.
Illegal man downfield. Ooh. Maybe one of the maybe interior receivers was covered up or something and wasn't eligible to be a receiver. Maybe that's happened, but typically those long throws like that, that doesn't get called too often.
Bad break for the Patriots because Twardowski was inside the 20.
Big
hit on the far side. Brown's got the hit with some help coming there from Michael George. A good gain on the play is going to bring up a 2nd down as the intended recipient to that pass. Twardowski again, that time for some shorter yardage, but a gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at 17 here for the Patriots.
Yeah, good job there too, though. Anthony Brown came up, made a good hit, but didn't really wrap up, and the Century guy just kept his feet moving and was able to get another couple yards.
Barth had his pass tipped there. Are they going to call incomplete pass?
Must. Must have.
Incomplete pass will be the call of the play. Brings up a third down at 17 remaining.
Brings up third down.
Or did they just say he caught it? I didn't think he went down, so I don't know why.
Yeah, I thought the play was whistled dead.
That might be a high school rule. Or maybe they'd be protecting the quarterback or something. But
sure. Third down at 17. Barth has an arm. We've seen the gunslinger here tonight. He's going to fire out across the middle for Twardowski. Went off his hands and then incomplete because Brown was in the backfield again. And Brown have been good for the Magicians in the secondary.
Barth's pass intended for
very good there. Tried to sneak one in there, but it I don't know if Cunningham got a hand on it or if one of the Browns did, but tried to thread the needle, but it wasn't there for him.
Patriots forced to punt it away. Brynjolfsson's had the kicking duties here tonight. Back to retrieve is Burke. He's been good from back there as well. This one towers back to the 30-yard line. Burke's got it here. Moves to his right. Then he's hauled up. Got to the 35. He's hauled up on the play, and we're down under 7 minutes to play here in the ball game. That's regulation, of course. Minot with a 7-point lead at 19-12 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Man, I don't know if they can see it that well on the if we're able to zoom in enough, but you really don't see too many high school punters turn the ball over like that. That spiral, it's fun to watch.
He's been good from back there, hasn't he? They've gained some much needed field position for their defense to work with off of the boot.
Very much so.
Wide out on each side, make it two. Kitchens the motion man, fake the handoff to him. They give it up the middle, and Ruziska again carries, and Ruziska almost picks up a first down. Any question here tonight that Ruziska's in our conversation for the Sports Clips player of the game?
No, I think he's done a good job. I think, he's kind of earned some more carries. It's one of those deals where, make it so we can't not have you in there running the ball. And I think Tyson's made a pretty good argument for that tonight.
Well, it's been fun to see what the Magi have done early in the season. John Backman, Burke, Broderick, Beckadal, Ruziska. I mean, they've had a handful of players carry the football, but it's Ruziska that's really shined. He shines here again. He's up over the Century 45-yard line, and another first down for Ruziska, putting up some big-time yardage here tonight. And the Magi are moving and grooving now as the hurry-up offense is out on a first down and 10 situation. Hands off here to Broderick. Broderick buries his way forward as he runs downhill. They're going to push him ahead.
Just keep trucking.
And Broderick, the 1-2 punch with Ruziska. You talk about that, Phil. The double-headed monster in the backfield for the Magi. With the lightning bolt Ruziska and the fridge, if you will, in Broderick. And then you look at the wideouts with Kitchen and Conklin and others. I mean, there's plenty here for the Magi. The weapon and the arsenal that the Magicians have really brought forward here this year is something that is to be admired, and that's why they're ranked number 5 in the state right now.
Yep, I think, you had a few kids that have, another year of varsity experience under their belt and matured a little bit and hit the weight room, and I think you got to give credit, too, to those big guys up front. Like that play, Century did a great job of saying we're sick of this right now, we're going to stop you guys here, but at the same time, Minot's done a pretty good job of opening up some holes for these. It's one thing if you're having to fight through people at the line and hopefully try and get through the second tier defenders, but when you get through that first the defensive lineman with just somebody's hand on you and you have full speed going by the backers, you're at a pretty good advantage right there. So those big dogs up front have done a pretty good job for Minot.
7-point lead for the Maroon and Gold. Big thanks again to the UPS store in the Magic City, bringing you the ball game here tonight. Open Monday through Saturday for your convenience in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. Prestwich Orthodontics also brings you the ball game. MinotBraces.com. Get started with a free virtual consultation. 852-2646 if you'd like to chat. Also want to thank our friends at Northern Plains Heating and Air. 25 years of experience. Northern Plains, Heating and Air. Ruziska looks for the first down. He's going to be close, but probably not quite enough.
No, I think that time there, Century did a really good job of staying disciplined on the cutback, and they will need another yard there.
Fourth down for the Magi. Ruziska in the backfield.
Good job of not jumping on the hard call there.
From center now, Sparrow's going to step up underneath the center, and he'll work his way forward. Do they get it?
Oh.
Century says no. Minot High says yes. Where's the call? Will we have our first measurement of the night?
Yeah.
First down, Magi. Well, the Century fans not liking that one here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium.
I think it was a good spot. I think it was a hard fought half of a yard, but I think that was a fair spot for him.
Big thanks again to Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years with the largest laser tag playground in the region. Mouth-watering pizza and chicken wings. You ever had the wings at Planet Pizza? Let me tell you, they are delicious. Try the boneless at Planet Pizza. Find them online, planetpizzaand.com. Largest laser tag playground in the region, and a 30-inch pizza called the Galactic. Broderick ahead forward, almost to the 30-yard line, and the big man carries it ahead forward. We're going to have a stop in the play, and Century's going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Minot's got a 7-point lead late in the ballgame. 3:24 is all that remains.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both a past with down-home customer service in-house and a future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Big thanks to Ackerman Esvold, proud supporter of Minot High and WDA action, Class B action as well on the PSP network. Big supporter of high school athletics, Ackerman Esvold. Thanks to all those sponsors. Timeout Century. We'll take another one as well as we pay the bills here on the PSP network. 19-12, Minot still with a 7-point lead with 3:19 remaining.
Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers Warehouse Company knows how to safely move your family to their new residence by paying close attention to every detail. The folks at Jobbers Warehouse Company engage in an ongoing communication throughout the process to help the big picture in sight and make sure that no element is left unnoticed. Visit jobberswarehouse.com and let Jobbers Moving and Storage and Allied Van Lines make your move a smooth one. Head to jobberswarehouse.com today. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers is your choice.
Well, the Minot High Band has been here tonight. They've done their part, setting the atmosphere under the Friday night lights at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Sparrow on the quarterback keeper. Boy, he runs it forward. He's going to gain some yards on the play. Brings up a 4th down. And Minot High's inside the 30-yard line of the Century Patriots. Stick around tonight for our Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Brought to you by Shots Crossroads as well.
Fourth down and
Planning
3.
Team Financial Advisors in Bismarck and locations in western North Dakota. You're looking for a full-service financial planner, planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Sparrow on the fourth down. He's going to look downfield. He's got hot pursuit after him. He's going to fire it forward open and into the hands, and then out it went as Sparrow kind of threw a Hail Mary up on the opportunity to Alex King, and it fell incomplete. Century's got the ball back. 2:25 left here in regulation, and the Patriots are in a must-score situation now.
Yeah, that you have to give it to Century there, like just pressuring Jaden enough where he wasn't able to set his feet and just kind of floated that ball up in the air. I think, if he's just thinks he has a half second longer, he can set his feet and fire that in, and then we might be looking at another score in the ball game. But the Century guys got there just in time.
That was Joel Edlin, the big 6'5" giant, coming after him. Pass is complete up over the 40-yard line. Nice play there that goes off to Bryn Jolfson, and Bryn Jolfson picks up a first down, and the Patriots are on the move.
Another pretty good reception again there. Like, if any young kids are watching this there, that Bryn Jolfson comes back to the football, tucks it, turns and runs, and gets another 3 or 4 yards after that catch right there.
Has the plan in mind before it even gets there. Right on top of Barth, and a shared sack again. The Magi are there. No, they're going to strip the football, and Minot High's Turnbow takes it away. And the Magi, along with Turnbow, coming up with the football. That was actually Michael George. Give him the credit. And the Magi have got the ball back deep in Century territory with under 2 to play in the ball game.
Very good job by Minot there. It's one of those plays where, as a quarterback, if he comes from the other side and his hand goes up like that, you're no worse for the wear. But when the football's in your right hand and you just can't quite get it over the guy, he was able to just snatch it right out of his hand.
12 seconds on the play clock. We're under 2 minutes to play in the ball game. And Minot High will utilize victory formation here to bring up a second down. Timeouts remain for the Magi as the clock is going to tick down. And the play clock down to 26 seconds. What a play from the Magi. And Michael George, along with Turnbow, pressured Barth. He sacked for the third time tonight, and that was the biggest one as they took the football away. And it happened at the worst time of the ball game for the Century Patriots. Minot High just takes the air right out of the football here. We're down to minute 3. The Magi are going to improve to a record in the West region of 3-1. Century is going to fall to an overall record of 0-4 on the year. 0-2 in the WDA, and you have not heard that in a long time, if ever, of the Century Patriots. Give them credit. They were ready for a dogfight tonight. Sparrow's going to wear some time off the clock. We're down to 35 seconds. And Minot High can officially put this one in the books now as the Magi fans come to volume here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Give Century credit. They've played 4 good football teams to start their campaign, and 4 teams that have been ranked inside of North Dakota as the top teams in the top 5 of Class A football. They just haven't been on the winning side yet. And the Magi impressive here tonight on their home field again. We'll have a full stats recap. We'll have our sports clip MVP of the contest tonight. We'll have our jobbers moving and storage move of the game. Plenty to talk about. We'll do that when we come back to the Dwayne Carlson Stadium. We'll go on with the Minot High Band and Loyal and True, the school song for the Magi. Magicians showing why they're ranked in the state as one of the teams to beat. They get a 7-point win tonight, 19-12 over the Century Patriots.
Hi, I'm Agent Simon Irv Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're ServPro's first responders to your property's disaster. Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone. Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married 3-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite ServPro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Hi guys, what can I get you guys today? I don't know what to order. Would you like to hear the story of how I learned what to order?
Whoa! What is that?
That's called a big rig, little lady, and that's the best dead-gum meal here at Shots Crossroads.
Don't wait just a gall-darn minute, Harry. You know darn well the best thing about Shots is breakfast. A 99 is how it's done.
You mean a 109?
No, I don't.
The real pros know that it starts with dessert. No matter what you get, everything begins with a caramel roll.
Hey, little dude. The truth is, there's a lot of right answers on this menu. My favorite is the golden crispy chicken strips and crinkle cut fries. Just listen to your heart, and you can't go wrong. Now go make that order, bud. Oh, hey, kid. Whatever you do, don't forget the ranch.
So what you're saying is, as long as I follow my heart, I can't make a wrong choice?
No, kid. The point of the story is order whatever you want.
All right. I'll take a big rig, a 99, a 109, an order of chicken strips with crispy fries, and I'd take a caramel roll to start with, please. Wait, and don't forget the ranch.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
could be gone at the 40. He's got one man to beat, and he is gone. How about that for an answer? 92-yard kickoff return, just like he did a couple times during the regular season. Hopefully gives St. Mary's the lead right back.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Well, the good mood feeling is on in the Magic City for anyone in maroon and gold here tonight. Century Patriots have some frustrations after the ball game here this evening, but plenty to be proud of and a lot to build off of, I'd have to assume, after a 7-point loss here to the Magi, ranked number 5 in the state of North Dakota. Welcome into our Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team Financial Advisors is where you can be set up for a full-service financial plan, or if you're planning for a farm or business succession plan, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. And don't forget, by the way, to get fueled up after the game at Shots Crossroads. Their menu includes a delicious number 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Pick it up there. And team buses, by the way, are always welcome. Great for heading out of town when you come up to the Magic City at Shots Crossroads. Nick Holberg and the former Gatorade Player of the Year for high school football in North Dakota, Phil Shurik, to break this one down here tonight. Phil, overall, your thoughts on this ball game? This was really entertaining from top to bottom here tonight, wasn't it?
It was. It was a good competitive football game. Like the, Century had a few more penalties, but I thought Minot played really well disciplined football, and it was, like we kind of mentioned throughout the game, like both teams made some adjustments and in their game plans, and the players were able to execute those. So it was kind of back and forth, and up until really 3 minutes left in the football game when Michael George was able to steal it away. But it was kind of a not back and forth matchup, and luckily the Magi, if you're a Magi fan, they were able to pull it out.
On that note, for the Magicians, when you end a ball game that way in victory formation, how much more of a confidence builder is that for the football team? Does that matter, or do you focus on that at all?
I think, you might be on it as a player. Maybe you don't think about it, but I mean, watching the guys, you got to be out there in the victory formation, which means you had you had the game at that point, and you were confident, and hopefully it's something they can build upon and continue that. Last year I don't think we saw that very much out of the Magi. So hopefully it's just like we talked about, like guys developing and getting more mature and all that, but getting to be better football players. Hopefully they can build on that and really turn the season into something.
I think that question really stems from the flip side of that coin, though, where if you're Century having a shot to go downfield, having that big penalty called earlier in the quarter where Twardowski was inside the 15-yard line, and then to be stripped on the sack when your quarterback played great all night long. Now you have to sit and watch that victory formation on the other side for the Patriots. A real dagger for them, I guess, is where that question stems from. But for Century and Ron Wingebach's team, what do they build off of this game here tonight? Is there certain things that you saw that you liked out of the Pats tonight?
Yeah, like we said, they were able to make adjustments and execute them, and their guys played hard and made some good plays. They just gotta, I'm sure one thing they'll work on is maybe taking that one extra half step to getting in position so they don't need to block in the back or hold on to the receivers and stuff. But I think there's a lot of positives coming out of this game for them too. I mean, the defense played well. They gave up 19 points, but that's under Minot's average, and their offense at times showed glimpses of being really, really good. They're just kind of one or two plays away here and there.
Time to take a look now, Phil, at our game reset tonight. Brought to you by our friends at Jersey Mike's. They bring you the Player of the Week every week on the PSP Network. They also bring you the game reset along with our friends at Hub International Insurance. 355-3100 is where you can find Hub. Northern Plains Heating and Air, over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts, help bring you the reset as well, along with the UPS store located in the Magic City. Open Monday through Saturday for your packing and shipping needs. They have mailboxes there as well. And, of course, Prestwich Orthodontics. Visit minotbraces.com to have your free consultation today. Game reset looks like this. Century scored first. 7:06 mark of the first quarter. 2-yard run from Art made it 6-0. He was into the end zone for the first time. And the Patriots, after a 3-and-out for the Magi, marched it down the field. 5 plays later, we're into the end zone, and the Patriots were off and rolling. Minot high at the 5:27 mark remaining in quarter number 1. Got on the board with a big-time run. 61 yards big tonight from Tyson Ruziska to tie it at 6-6. Both teams unable to convert on the extra point opportunity. Into the second quarter, we would go tied at 6-6. Minot struck for first blood the second quarter. 8:57 remaining, a yard and a half out. Sparrow just kind of scampers in right up the middle to make it 12-6 Magi. And then about 4 minutes later, it was Barth from a yard out for the Century Patriots to tie it at 12-12. Into the third quarter, we'd go, and the Magi got the wheels turning again. They had some big plays in that third quarter, and another big one here is Ruziska from 26 yards out, dances, prances, little Michael Jackson moonwalk into the end zone. He was good tonight on his feet. 26 yards for his second score of the ball game, made it 19-12. Talk about those highlights here in the contest. George and Turnbow were big on the defensive side here tonight. Century had some players of their own that were good on the defensive side here tonight as well. The big man, Joel Edlund, stands out for me here tonight. Radens was good tonight. Burkhart was big for them as well. I thought Barth and Sparrow tonight, both quarterbacks, did a great job here tonight because defensively, both of these teams offer a linebacking core that is tough to contain and tough to work around. Burst, Regal, Walls for Century, and for Minot High on the defensive side of things. When you look at a player like Michael George, Cunningham, and Brady Larson, I mean, those guys all season long for the Magi. Unsung hero wouldn't be the word, I don't think, for those guys. They're more in that hero category. Certainly Michael George, he was tonight, along with the big man up front, Turnbow, who is going to have our move of the game here tonight. That's brought to you by Roger Ward, Moving and Storage, and Jobbers. Time for the move of the game tonight. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you move across town or across the country with locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online, jobberswarehouse.com. It's your Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game here tonight. Any question, Phil, that the sack with just over 2 minutes left in the ball game from Turnbow and George, and then George stripping the football and recovering the fumble from Minot High to put a nail in the coffin here tonight? I mean, that's easily the move of the game here tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you had the long pass from Jaden to Conklin to get you in scoring position for their second touchdown, and obviously that the big run by Tyson there in that first quarter. But I think when you're talking about like really sealing the game, like that play from Michael George to take the ball out of the quarterback hand, like that. I mean, after that, they went to victory formation, so that play right there was huge. So I definitely agree with you on that one there.
That's the move of the game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Locations of Minot, Bismarck, Fargo, and Aberdeen. It's Jobbers. We'll come back with the finale of the postgame show tonight, including our Sports Clips player of the game here tonight on the PSP Network. Minot High gets the victory 19-12 over Bismarck Century. We'll come back and put a cap on it after we announce our player of the game when we return to Dwayne Carlson Stadium.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships. I love working with people. We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
7-point win tonight for the Magi. Improves their record on the season to 3-1. They're also 3-1 in WDA conference play. Century falls to 0-2 in the conference and 0-4 overall on the year. Something that you just don't expect to hear. And I'm sure Ron Wingenbach and company for Century are going to do everything they can to try to turn the ship around for the Patriots. It has not been an easy run for them so far. But look who they've played. West Fargo, Mandan, Cheyenne, and Minot. Doesn't get any easier. They get Shanley, the number 1 ranked team in North Dakota, in their next matchup on the 23rd of September. For Minot High, they travel to Davies next week. We'll have coverage of that one from Fargo as Minot High travels to Davies to take on the Davies Eagles. Doesn't get any easier after that either for the Magi, as they'll have West Fargo, Cheyenne at home, followed by Bismarck, Williston, and then West Fargo. Davies, Legacy, and Bismarck on the schedule still here for Century, along with Williston. I may have mentioned that. Time for tonight's player of the game, brought to you by Sports Clips. They bring you the MVP of the matchup. Sports Clips, home to the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel quite like the MVP that you are when you head to Sports Clips. Now for this matchup's MVP of the contest, kind of have to go with the kid that had a 26-yard run for a touchdown and another one for 61 yards here tonight. He was the workhorse for the Magi, the 1-2 punch in the backfield. Tyson Rosiska would be my pick for the player of the game tonight. Any argument there, Phil?
No, I don't think so. I think kind of like we talked about earlier with, with the athletes that Minot can put on the field. It's, the coaches give you your chance, and you got to make an argument for them to not take you off the field and want to get you the ball. And I think Tyson really earned it today, not only with those 2 big runs, but he had some other 9, 11, 19-yard runs that he just really hit the hole hard and made it really tough to get tackled by those backers if nobody's get a hand on you up front.
Congratulations to Tyson Rosiska, unofficially 150 yards on the ground here tonight for the Magi. Sports Clips will keep you looking your best. Check in online with a hairstylist today at Sport Clips in Minot and Bismarck. Well, that's going to do it for our Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show after our closing thoughts here tonight. And Phil, do you have any of those after a good ball game here that saw the Magi prevail by 7 at 19-12?
No, it's fun to see everybody excited again and jumping on the train with the Magi here. People are still hanging out on the field and not wanting to leave, and that usually means like everybody's feeling good and had a good game and happy with how everything went. So hopefully they can keep it rolling, keep all these little kids that are super excited about meeting the big Magi, wanting to be out there and way past their bedtimes and all that going. It's exciting, and it'll be fun to see what happens here for the rest of the season.
A lot of fun on the reunion tour with you tonight. Thanks for being here, Phil.
You bet. It was a good time.
My closing thoughts are this. We're back next week with a full slate of games on the PSP Network. Don't forget to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms, and join us next week for more action in high school sports from the WDA on the PSP Network. For Mr. Phil Shirk joining us tonight, I'm Nick Holberg signing off. The final score one more time tonight. Minot takes care of Century, 19-12 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Until next week, please have a good night, and God bless.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by